father's eyes speak shivers when I tell him I want to be a poet.
Get a day job. Poetry isn't meant to be lived.
Friends at Broadway bars break jokes about black berets and bongos over my head like bottles.
Poetry is no longer relevant.
But I write for me.
You're wasting your time.
This is how I bleed.
The world has stopped
how I
listening.
breathe.
Nobody cares.
I write for me. I do this for me, for the chills that play my spine like a vibraphone in the book my grandfather left unfinished.
For the harp my grandmother bought when the arthritis stole the piano from her fingertips.
For Sarah, who sees bathroom stalls as dessert buffets where she chews on her wrist to spit out her lunch.
For Adam, who told me he's celibate because at 10 his father Morse coded the color purple into his collarbone and said it was sign language for faggot.
Because I'm yet to find a God I trust more than a bottle of whiskey and a handful of ink. So I write to put the blood back into my God and put the God back into my blood.
But you don't write poetry.
You just slam.
If you don't like it, fine. But don't try to tell me that your truth is better than ours, because what you call a slam, we call a room full of people waiting to reaffirm a stranger's right to exist. If you don't think it's poetry, don't put us in an anthology.
We don't need a book to know we're relevant.
We're not trying to be remembered.
We're trying to bleed.
To rip off band-aids and feel the weight of the coming blood.
Because our pulse is a breakbeat we will never stop dancing to.
Because blood lets out rust, and rust crumbles fences to let us run wild into the distance. And
we've chased down horizons you didn't want us to see.
Forgive us for finding blood in the back of your dusty textbooks. Call it a catastrophe. We call it catharsis.
We're just trying to breathe.
Because I've been taking an antidepressant in 10 months, and some days I regret it, but I'm not going back.
These pages still hold the ones we lost along the way.
Because with all the stars in the sky, and all the planets they belong to, Mondays still hurt like a bitch. And yes, we curse in our poems. We're just trying to speak.
And maybe we don't speak proper, but we speak
the way we want to.
We don't wait to be spoken to.
We speak with voices built like foghorns with whispers caught in the backs of our throats, which is to say we scream.
Because our voice is a torch in the darkness, lighting up rooms that they have tried for years to keep dim.
Please, don't let them turn the lights off. We need this.
Our stomachs hunger for volume.
And we're learning to eat silence, knowing that when all else fades into the baseline, the page always kisses back.
So tell Adam his bruises are not worthy of our volume.
Tell Sarah to turn down her stomach.
Call it a noise complaint.
We'll be there with a mic ready to sample that shit. We don't care what you call us.
So stand up on new formulas and not parcels of being boxed in.
We don't need signs to tell us which way to turn.
If your poetry has no place for pathos, we want no part of it.
There is lightning building in our lungs.
There is a storm roaring in our windpipes.
Before you try to tune it out,
go outside and drink the rain, motherfucker.
Because what you call noise, we call